be submitting this to our instructors, so it will be viewed by students and instructors alike. So just to let you know, this is a learning experience. Okay, so just so you know, we have our paper here that you will be signing, and we'll be giving a screenshot to the instructors. That way they see that you have signed it as well.
Okay.
Okay, so starting off for our session, we will be again reiterating that this is a safe place, that you will have no worries about just getting out to whatever. But we want to go over some of the things in your life that may be causing you some distress, any stressors that may be affecting your happiness and your well-being of your life.
Okay.
So other than having this issue here, what are the things that are giving you problems that you'd want to deal with within our 5 sessions here with the Lamar?
Okay, so first and foremost, I would like to talk about the relationship with my eldest son.
Okay.
It has been stressful, probably since he's been born, but especially since since he graduated high school.
Okay.
And that's been just really hard for me to deal with, because we are just that's hard to talk about.
Isn't it though?
It's very hard to talk about. He's been an enigma. You know, I've always wanted the best for my children, and I've always did the best that I thought I could. But with him, when he became a senior in high school, he began to dabble with drugs, and it got continuously worse, and to the point, until after graduation, you know, he had to leave. There was just no, he was stealing from us, and you know, as a mother, I felt like a failure. And I thought, okay, well, that's going to be the worst. Okay, this is going to be the worst. I'm going to have to let him go. I'm going to start with high school.
Okay.
Okay. So, so in high school, that's when he began, I think, dabbling with drugs. And then by senior year, it became progressively worse. Once he graduated, he started stealing from me and his dad. And he would go off on weekends and not let us know. I would call, you know, the hospitals. I would call, you know, anybody I knew who might know where he was. And then he would just saunter in as if, you know, nothing mattered. You know, that it was fine. And then I thought, okay, well, once we decided that he had to move out, that until, you know, he just had to, in order for me to survive, because I can't handle that kind of stress in my life.
Understandable. I mean, having that kind of stress is very traumatic to you.
It was.
And your physical, emotional, mental well-being.
And it made me feel as a failure as a mother. And so once we came to the decision that he had to leave if he was going to continue, and I'm not talking about, you know, just smoking pot, I'm talking about serious drugs.
And he was bringing that into your household?
Into our house. And yes, into our house. And so, you know, me and his father decided, okay, you're going to have to choose. You know, you're either going to straighten up, or you're going to leave. And so he chose to leave, and he left, packed a suitcase, and left. Okay, and so a couple of months went by, and of course we were all, you know, really upset about the situation. But he did call and let us know, you know, after.
You were still in contact?
In contact, yes, we were still in contact. And eventually, I thought his life was okay, because he apparently met this woman who seemed to be happy from what I understood. But that's when things got worse.
In what way?
Well, apparently the woman, she was much older than he was, and she was into drugs and perpetuated his drug problem.
Okay.
And then she became pregnant. Biggest fear.
Yes.
You know, biggest fear. And so,
And was it a stable environment for the
absolutely not. Absolutely not. It was the worst living conditions that a parent can imagine for not only her child, but a grandchild. You have dreams of having a grandchild. You don't dream of having to go, pick your grandbaby up in a situation where the house is filthy and he doesn't even have diapers to wear and he's not clean. I mean, it was just it was a nightmare.
Understandable. During this time, did you get involved with any kind of CPS or any kind of child services?
Because I am a teacher, I'm obligated by law to report any kind of child abuse or neglect that I see. It took me a while to get there, which made me feel, again, stressed, because, that I had to do that. It wasn't a matter of am I, it was a matter of when can I do this. And so, yes, I did have to file a report with CPS.
Or did this affect your work life?
Yes. There were times when I couldn't go to work because I just cried all day.
Yeah.
And, because when the baby was born,
Yes.
when the baby was born.
During this time, did you get involved with any kind of CPS or any kind of child services?
Because I am a teacher, I'm obligated by law to report any kind of child abuse or neglect that I see. It took me a while to get there, which made me feel, again, stressed, because, that I had to do that. It wasn't a matter of am I, it was a matter of when can I do this. And so, yes, I did have to file a report with CPS.
Or did this affect your work life?
Yes. There were times when I couldn't go to work because I just cried all day.
Yeah.
And, because